What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, that'd be amazing, and give it a thumbs up if you like this content by the end of this video. Be sure to check out the rest of the videos as well, as this is now number 4 in the videos for the Bora rebuild. And this episode we will be finally putting the thermostat back in and replacing all the seals and getting that whole front end back on so it looks more like a car and less like a wreck. So let's get to it. So I have all the panels ready for me to install, all that except for the headlights, which I've put in a box somewhere in the racking, so that'll be pulled out later on. Today I'm just going to be giving this area a nice good clean. All that coolant was leaking, clean the surface up for the new seals, and obviously just clean up the gearbox with all that coolant just been leaking all over the place, and just giving a little bit of a tidy up. Alright, so here it is. Here's our thermostat housing. So it's just dirty. The seals just started leaking inside. In here, and the temp sensor, apart for the cracked pipe, actually wasn't that dirty, which is pretty good. And even for the thermostat, it's not bad. So some also just thermostat housing here. It's a bit leaky, so I'll give that a good clean. And then I've already taken off from the block and the thermostat seal, and I'll take these two off. And then I have all the new seals from Volkswagen to replace it. So one for the block, part number, the thermostat one, and the temp sensor as well. Alright, so we'll start cleaning these up and put the new seals on. Nice and tight. Obviously not too tight to break or anything, but tight enough. Just use the little ratchet, just and tight. Nothing stupid. It's all plastic, so don't feel like breaking it anytime soon. And there you go. That's it. So now I can restore that back into the car. You can see now I've cleaned it up. I've given a bit of sand around the face of the block where the thermostat housing is going to be attached to, so it's a nice clean surface for it to mate on and seal properly. And obviously just around where the block is and the gearbox I already cleaned up as well. So now I've got to mount the thermostat housing on and tighten it up and start plumbing in the rest of the hoses. And there it is. All bolts back up again. The bolts I've just done hand tight. I'm not going to go over tighten it. I do not want to damage the threads in the block or break the housing as well. It all seems to be in place, nice and snug. So there we have it. Thermostat housing is all plumbed up. It's all well put in place. The secondary air pump hose, that was what the bracket was for, so that was giving me a bit of trouble. But put some grease on the seal and it popped straight back in. So the next step for me is to mount the radiator back in. I can plumb it up with the upper and the lower radiator hose, and then I can fill it with coolant, start the car, and hopefully the seals hold up. Fingers crossed. So the radiator's already hooked up and all the plugs are in. Started up, filled with coolant. I put about 5, 6 litres of coolant in. Unsure how much it takes, but just put some in for now, just so I can get it running and get the system bled. Keep my eye out for any leaks as such. Doing the connections. So far so good. I'm going to let it warm up, try and get it to temperature, and I'll check in back with you guys and see if there's any leaks. There you go. So at 90 degrees or thereabouts. It's been idling for about 10 minutes now. And there are no leaks anywhere that I can see. All the hoses seem to be holding up fine. There's no leaks under there. That's all just from the hoses when I was reinstalling it. Other than that, oh good. nice and warm, no leaks, beautiful. So let's get these guards on, and let's get this bumper bar and front end back on. Alright, so now that is all done, I think it's time to put the cable on for the boot latch, so I don't lock myself out of the boot, the engine bay, and then I'm going to start putting these guards on. Hopefully I can have some kind of sunlight left. I'm running out fast. It is now, what, 5 o'clock? Yeah, 5:15. Alright, let's get cracking and let's try and get as much done as we can tonight. If not, we will follow up again tomorrow. So we ran out of daylight. So this is a few days later. We're back onto it again. So as you can see, all I got up to was getting the latch so I can actually put the hood down and so it stays in place. So yeah, so now today's job, hopefully in a few hours, will be the guards and the bumper bar and the headlights and the grille as well, obviously, and get all that in. So I'll need to jack up this side, take the wheel off, put the guard on, and same on the other side, get it all lined up, bolted down, and then slide the bumper bar on, and then hey presto, should be pretty much done. So let's get cracking and hopefully let's get this thing finished. Boys, the thing is back together again after a bit of work, but damn, she's looking good now. 100% better than what she did before. Obviously the bumper bar is not exactly the prettiest, has a couple of scratches on it, but hey, it's complete. The chrome strip is one piece and looks beautiful, and yeah, so glad to have it looking at this stage now. Only a few more things left to go. Rub strips, chrome strips, side indicators, grille, adjusting the hood, and then obviously give it a clean and polish, and get all that wiring as well removed from behind the radio for that stupid stereo system. Alright, let's get the grill on now while I'm here. And also went and cleaned the doors as well, so when I put the new the existing rub strips back on, they will sit nice and snug on the paint and should stick very well. I'm just going to chuck on some 3M tape on the back of them to stick on there, but compared to what it was before, all that residue and glue come up pretty good. So once I stick the rub strips on, that I can give this car a nice good clean. Probably going to give it a clay bar as well, and then a bit of a polish, especially with this guide here looking really miserable and pale. But with a bit of polish, I think I polished a bit here. The paint's gone pretty good, so give the rest a bit of a polish and yeah, get it ready for sale. Here's the strips from the doors. Obviously one's missing the chrome, another one's still got the chrome, so I just thought I'd still salvage it regardless. Better than having holes on the actual doors. On the back, I'll just clean up all the double-sided sticky tape and the glue that was on there as well. So I'm going to run some 3M tape along the sides and stick it to the doors. Alright, let's get to it. Well, there it is. She's on. Pretty good. So double-sided sticky tape top and bottom along the whole way, and the tape was just on there just to make sure it sticks. But nah, so far so good. I'll start the other side now. There you go. Second rub strip on. Obviously, it's missing the chrome, but it's better than having gaping holes in the door. As you've probably seen, the bottom double-sided sticky tape backing snapped halfway through, so I had to peel off this end and just peel it back. So luckily, it all came out looking pretty good. So now that door is complete. All that's left to do now is chuck in the grill, and she is 100% done. There you go. Rub strips on, and the front grille is on too. So that is now all complete. Needs a good clean and a polish, and then this thing will be ready for sale. Well, there you go guys, the exterior is pretty much together. All I need to do now is clean it and polish it and see how good it comes up. That hood especially, I want to give it a nice good polish just to see if it comes out nice and shiny. Hopefully it does, fingers crossed, and it should look business. I might even polish the headlights too while I'm there. They're a bit glazy, so I might just do them as well. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do so. If you haven't already, please tell your friends. That'd be awesome as well. The more followers the better, and more content to come hopefully. I've also made an Instagram page too, so be sure to follow that. I'll leave the link down below as well. Mark IV content, R36 content, current project content, all that'll be on there. So be sure to follow me on there, and I'll catch you on the next episode. All right, peace guys.